Hello, today we will be discussing on the chapter planning at glance. Okay, so before I start with this, in this chapter we will be studying about the importance of planning, features of planning, planning process, limitations, and the types of plan on the basis of the use and length of planning period and in the basis of what plan seeks to achieve. So in this, under the importance, we will be discussing on planning provides direction, planning reduces the risk of uncertainty, planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities, planning promotes innovative ideas, planning facilitates decision making, planning establishes standards for controlling. And under the features, we will be discussing on the planning focuses on achieving objectives. Planning is a primary function of management. Planning is pervasive. Planning is continuous. Planning is futuristic. Planning involves decision making. Planning is a mental exercises. And under the process, we will be discussing on the setting objectives, developing premises, identifying alternative course of actions, evaluating alternative courses, selecting an alternative, implementing plans, follow up actions. And under the limitations, planning leads to rigidity. Planning may not work in a dynamic environment. Planning reduces creativity. Planning involves huge cost. Planning is a time consuming process. Planning does not guarantee success. And under types of plans, under that, on the basis of use and length of planning period, we will be discussing on the single use plan, standing plans. And in the basis of what plans seek to achieve, under that we will be discussing on the objectives, strategy, policy, procedures, method, rules, program, and budget. So this shows that planning plays a very important role in every field, whether it's a business organizations or a non-business organizations. So business takes place in every stage of management, or you can also say planning acts as a backbone to every levels of management, whether it's a organizing, staffing, directing, control. By this we will be understanding about like planning means, or planning can be defined as thinking in advance how the work is to be done, and also planning also provides direction for actions. So if there is no planning, then employees would be working in a different directions, and the organizations, they wouldn't be able to achieve its goal or success efficiently. Okay, and planning is also an activity which enables a managers to look ahead, as we all know that business are uncertain. So anticipate changes, consider the impact of change, and develop appropriate response. Okay, or you can also say planning is one of the first functions of management, so that the managers, they get the opportunity to develop new ideas, and new ideas can take the shape of the concrete plan, and also helps in making good decisions. Under the planning, targets are laid down. The managers, they have to evaluate each alternative and select the most valid options. Okay, and sometimes the planning is very time consuming, because sometimes the plan takes a lot of time, so that there is not much time left for their implementations. So if there is advantages, then obviously there will be some disadvantages also, like wise planning, they do not guarantee success, because whatever we plan, because we all know that business is uncertain, we cannot be sure that every business plan will be a success. Sometimes we also see a unsuccessful plan, so that is why every businessman or woman, they make a second planning, so they always switch to another plans. Okay, and also say the success of an enterprise is possibly only when plans are properly drawn and implemented. Sometimes managers they depend on previously tried successful plan, but it is not always true that a plan which has worked before will work effectively again. So that is planning.